Yo, what's up, J2O, man? You already know we out here right now. About to do a video reaction. The video got a lot of dislikes. That was like 1,200 dislikes. But he has a controversial topic, exposing fake forex gurus. I look at Hunter FX video. Yeah, I mean, I give him his props for taking the courage to try to expose some of these traders, because some traders might not be real. I haven't seen none of these traders in person that he mentioned. You may see them on social media or YouTube and feel like you know them, but we don't know them. Some are legit, some are not. It's just what it is. But we'll see. Let's get into this video reaction real quick. Let me play this bad boy.
So it may seem like I'm just going around hating on every profitable Forex trader there is on YouTube, but there is actually a good reason for me to do this, and it's actually better than you think. I'm basically coming out here and I'm going to prove to you guys why these guys are, as I call, scammers. And they're not necessarily scammers in the way that you think, where they're going to steal your money or they're going to basically give you nothing in return. What they're selling is false hope.
It's a nice, logo. Shout out to Hunter.
So guys, the first thing that I want to mention,
and back to what we said about false hope. Yeah, when trading, I mean, some people do be trying to give hope or motivate people out there, because trading is not easy and it's not hard, but yeah, it's definitely not easy. So there's traders out there that do make it seem like it's so easy, anyone could do it, because technically all you do is press buy or sell, but there is a psychological aspect to trading that people don't understand, and a patient game to trading. And some people just want to suck in trading. Just what it is, man. Not everybody could be a trader. Not everybody could be an athlete. I mean, you can always try, you can do anything you want out here, but not everyone's going to be great, no matter how much motivation you give them, Just is what it is.
Is that this is going to come across as I am putting more hate onto Jeremy Cash, and I just want to first of all say I might have been a little bit mean to him in that last video there, but I generally don't have really any sympathy for these guys that are, decent videos, in my opinion, not actually real traders. They're not actually making money from trading. They're making money through selling their courses and their signals to you guys, and basically using you as a sucker. And this is just one guy that I'm going to take as an example, because I do actually have good evidence to show that he's living solely off of basically the signal sales. And I'm going to actually put up a picture here of a screenshot that's from one of his videos that show his Stripe account, and you're going to be able to see that in the month of, I think it's January or February, one of those two, it's 1 month long, he made over $100,000 in sales just from the Stripe account. So that's either going to be courses, signals, or whatever he's selling. I don't know what all he's selling, but that's absolutely ridiculous. And the amount that he's actually trading with in his accounts, he's only trading with like 5K, 10K, things like this. And I have watched some of his videos, and he might have good tips and tricks for you guys.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Okay, yeah, like I think about accounts, some people may not like trading with big large accounts, or they might not post it. Some traders like to show like account flips, having a small account balance of 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever case is, or even less than that. So I'm not gonna knock him if he ain't trying to like trade or show people he has like 100,000 or more size count to trade to prove a point. Because I guess some people try to be realistic to the masses, because most people might at least have at least 500 or 1,000 to put in an account, and people like to see the probability of flipping those type of accounts, or maybe not flipping those accounts, just showing account growths. But yeah, everyone's different how they fund their accounts and stuff, but it is what it is.
And that's fine. He could be helping you guys in certain ways, that aspect, but he's not actually trading with that money that he's making. He's either losing that money or he's spending it on something else, so that he doesn't actually have that much money to trade with in the end. So the amount of money that he's actually making, as you can clearly see, is completely disproportionate to what he's showing you that he's trading live. So clearly he doesn't trust his own abilities to trade in order to actually prove to you that he's a profitable trader. So he's only throwing $5,000, which is nothing in comparison to what he's actually making.
True.
As you guys just saw there. And like I did say, I just want to make it clear that Jeremy Cash, as a person, I don't have anything against him. I think he's actually kind of a funny guy. His videos are a little bit entertaining. Sometimes he does annoy me just because I'm a little bit of a cynical dickhead, but that's just the way I am also, right? And that's basically the way that this channel is going to be, is that I'm going to be very cynical, and I'm going to critique people, and I'm not going to be very nice about it, because that's basically the way that the Forex world revolves here.
Tough love.
Is that there are 95% of the gurus out there. They're just out there. They're trying to make money off of your hope. So they're selling you some sort of strategy that they think you're going to buy, and they sell it in some way, and they tell you that it works, and they tell you it's super simple, so you get hopeful, and then you fall for that, and you believe in them, and then...
Okay, yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that do try and give people hope, which I understand. You know, people need hope, they need to be inspired, but people also need to know the truth that this ain't for everybody. You know, trading, it's not for everybody. Swimming may not be for everybody. Yeah, it's just people gotta understand that. But you can always try, you know. I always say definitely try. You might learn something and learn what you're good at and what you're not good at. Let's continue.
You're now a fan of them, and you listen to everything that they say, and you buy into more of their garbage that they're just spitting, and they're selling you strategies that it's going to seem like they're actually working, is the thing. They're selling you things that are going to work 90% of the time. But the problem with working 90% of the time is that those are strategies that are essentially not accepting losers. So when you go ahead and you don't accept a loss, what you're telling yourself is that you're willing to lose everything in one trade. So if you never want to lose, that means that you are willing to eventually lose everything in one trade, whether it be a strategy where you're DCAing, so dollar cost trade. So if you never want to lose, that means that you are willing to eventually lose everything in one trade.
Yeah, so in trading, it's okay to lose, you know. It's okay to have losses, cut your losses short, you know, good risk management, because, you know, it does happen, you know. Sometimes the market just doesn't follow no analysis that you did, you know, or follow certain rules of supply and demand zone area, or whatever the case is, or support and resistance. It might just do whatever. So you must know how to cut your losses short or reduce your losses and live to trade another day. So let's go.
Whether it be a strategy where you're DCAing, so dollar cost averaging out of a position, as it goes against you, increasing your bet size so that you can eventually get out of it, and eventually that's going to go wrong and you're going to blow your entire account. Or you're over leveraging, or you're doing small scalps, which are going to be very high risk without a stop loss, things like this. And eventually, I guarantee eventually, and it hasn't happened to you yet already, or it hasn't happened to you a few times, eventually it will happen to you. It's happened to me. I've been in this game for a few years. I've been with crypto. I've seen it time and time again with various other people, and all these professional traders I actually do know personally. They've all been through the exact same thing, and you guys might just be in those newer stages, and you don't actually know the risks involved. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get across here, is the actual, I want to hopefully get you guys to the point where you do see that that's possible to happen, and you're not just being sold all of this garbage that these gurus are selling you. So what does that bring me to? Well, there are quite a few gurus out there on YouTube, and I'm going to put a bunch of them obviously in this title so it'll grab their attention, and I have absolutely no worry if these people see this video, because I am calling them out and I will be reacting to some of their videos. Jeremy Cash was one of them, and again, I'm not trying to put more hate on him. I actually like him more than a lot of the other guys. There's another guy that I will bash, is Thailand Air or whatever. This guy, he flexes with way too many expensive cars and stuff like this, and this is just a clear-cut sign that this guy, he's not actually living the actual professional trader life. And all of the professional traders I know, they're
So about the flexing, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people out here, different lifestyles, whether different cities, you know. So some people like to like drive nice cars, wear nice outfits and stuff. I mean, it's part of the culture, lifestyle, all that. So I want to say they fake just because they have all that type of stuff. It just that's what they're into, you know. I mean, it's 2020. People just do what they do with their money. So there's levels to this, you know. Some people might be flashy now, then later on they just be more conservative. So it all depends.
much more humble about their money because they know the risk involved in losing all of that, right? They don't
And you
want to
can be
brag and boast
humble
about this
and
stuff.
be
It's a completely different mindset.
living
Another
lavishly
guy,
or posting
that
lavishly.
he's actually
Could be
he's not
posting to
doing
inspire people.
things the same as these guys being all flashy and whatnot, but he is somebody who doesn't actually know how to trade, and that's Trader Nick. So I'll probably make a video on him next. So I'm calling him out a little bit too.
Yeah,
He's
I
a little
do not
bit different
know
in this
about
in the
him.
sense that he does actually claim that trading is very difficult. So I do respect that about him. But I do know for a fact that he doesn't know how to trade. I've seen his signals. I've had people vouch for his signals that they don't work.
Dang.
He's making his entire income based off of YouTube and his EA sales and all of this merch and stuff like that. So, you know, these guys are all good businessmen, but they honestly have no idea how to trade. And we're basically just going to go through them all. I made a couple of videos before. Ed's was one of them. He's totally another scammer guy here. He made a fake account flip. All those account flips.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know
all
about
garbage.
him. Yeah, I don't know.
So if you guys obviously are
live or
looking for the
demo
truth
for
in
those account
Forex
flips.
and you want to see
But
how
it is
professional
inspiring.
traders actually trade, I'm actually teaching you guys how to trade live on my streams. So I do get a lot of questions, guys, that people are saying, you know, if you are a professional trader, I want you to prove it. I want you to show your actual trade summary and things like this. And I will just
Decent
clarify
question,
that that
X.
is not something that I'm ever going to be willing to do. I never want to do that. I never want to brag about things that I have. I want to keep this channel completely, you know, one, educational, teach you guys how to actually trade.
Okay,
and
respect.
two, a little bit of, we're trying to do a little bit of comedy and out those, you know, those scammer type people. But, you know, as
Yeah, so yeah, about that. I know like when I first started trading, you know, I asked people how much you make, and some of them that was learning from them fake gurus, they were telling me all these crazy amounts, but they weren't really making those money. They're showing demo results. So it's subjective, you know. And just because someone makes that money don't mean you're gonna make that money right away. Because if you have good, you know, risk management, basically account size, you can make that money. But if you're trying to like flip your accounts all the time, you know, you eventually gonna come short some days in the market. So it's all subjective in terms of how much money you can make. You know, you could do good one week and do bad the next week, you know. So all about growth and consistency. So just keep at it, you know. But I can see why people don't want to show how much you make, because, you know, it just constantly changes.
as you can see, I obviously live reasonably well in a nice city. That's all you guys need to know about how I'm trading, and I do this full time. So, I mean, you can kind of make your own judgment from there, but it's not something that I ever want to actually share. It's a little bit of a privacy thing. We have such an amazing community where everyone's trying to help each other out without asking for anything in return. We're not trying to sell you signals. That's not what we're about. So if you guys want to actually listen and get woke like the rest of us, then make sure you check out the Discord and hit the subscribe button there.
So yeah, that's pretty much the video. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think on my channel. He has some good points mentioning about, you know, some of these traders or trading in general, because nowadays you don't know who's real, who's fake. It's getting saturated, so I get it. But overall, you know, you gotta worry about yourself, your type of growth in trading, because it is possible to make this money, and it's possible to lose this money. So you gotta trade smart, trade what you see, not what you think, and you should be all right. So yeah, I mean, some of these traders got exposed. But anyways, just focus on your growth and you should be all right. And you already know, man. J2O, we out here.